Hi everyone, this is Brad. I'm just going to show you the basics behind how to make a Google form. If you come down to New, More, and Forms, you can see Forms comes up right away, and it comes up as an untitled form. So I'm just going to call it Sample Form, and you can give a description down here as well. You do not need to. It is up to you. Now, down here, this first untitled question, you can see the possibilities that come up are all over here. Short answer, paragraph, so on and so forth. Now, what I'm going to do in this case is when someone's filling this out, if this is going to be something where I would like their names, I'm going to type in name. Now, I want you to watch over here what happens when I type in name. It switches to short answer because Google recognizes that it is a short answer text area. So I am also going to make this required, which means that they have to do it. They cannot go on to any other part of the form. Now, you'll see these options over here to the right. What I like to do here is I like to leave the first page just as the title and the name for them to fill out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select Add Section. And in here, you can see now that this is the second page of the form. I'm not going to title this section. You certainly have the ability to. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to click down in here, and I'm going to select Add Question. Now, the first question that I'm going to ask is just a simple one. Again, this is just a simple what is 2 plus 2? Oh, my goodness. Now, you can see it is going to leave it as multiple choice. What I like to do is type in a letter, just so it's easier for people. A lot of times I found out, and when I did this with my students, is that if they use the multiple choice questions with A, B, C, D, that it leaves, it's nice to have the A, B, C, D as opposed to just numbers, especially when you're reviewing this afterwards. Now, we want to make this a required question, so we will select required again. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add another question on here. So I'm just going to add a question. And this time what I'm going to do is I am going to ask the students to, or the person filling out the form, to please watch this video and then tell me one thing you liked, one thing you learned. Okay. Now you can see it switched to a paragraph and a long answer text. Now, how do you add a video? Come over here to where it says add video. And you have the ability right here to search by URL. But what I'm going to do, since I already found this is a solar system video, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go into my form, I'm going to right click, paste, click on search, select it, and you can see the blue rectangle, and then select it right there. Now, the untitled video, I'll call it Solar System Song. And what we can do is then you can see that there it is right below. If you would like to do some different things, so for example, you want to put a caption in there, you may certainly do that. If you want to select it here, you can even move it so it is aligned in the center, which is kind of a nice feature. Now, the last part that I'm going to do is I am going to, let's add a new section. Okay, they're going to continue that one. Don't forget, you can always come back in here to the question, which is nice. And if you forget to select required, you can just do that. And you can just select right back in there to change what you need to. Now, what I'm going to do here is I am going to click into the section, add a question, but this time I'm going to add a picture. And I say, what is the name of the planet shown below? Now, as of right now, you can see it is multiple choice. So what I am going to do is I'm going to type in A, Mars, B, Venus, and we'll type in C. Oops. C, let's go, Jupiter. Now, since we haven't added the question or the picture yet, what we want to do is we would just want to select Add Image. And then you can see how you can search for these images. I've already downloaded the one image, and it is Venus. So we're going to select open. And pretty big picture of it. You can shrink it should you like to, which is a great feature to do automatically in form, so it doesn't take up most of your form. I'm going to center align it, and I want to make sure that it is required. Now, that's how you can make your form. Should you like to see what it looks like, what you can do is just click this preview, and you can see what it looks like for when people are filling it out. Now, to go back into it, you can either select Edit, or you can just come right back up here in this tab. Should you like to change the background, which is always nice, click in the color palette, and I like changing it to their to the pictures they have, the themes that they have. So in this case, what I'm going to do, let's just pick a quick one. There are lots of options. Let's just choose book. And then you'll see it just makes it look a little bit nicer. What I'm going to do right now for you is I just want to show you what it looks like to set this up as a quiz in the next part of this video. So should you have any questions, let me know. Again, this is just the beginning stages to forms. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to grade this using Google's multiple choice and true false quiz feature. All right, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.